just as you're going through the free agent process. I mean, what draws you to them, or just take us through the decision like?
Well, I don't think it was the weather. Because it's a little cold out here, but I love cold actually. So I grew up in Oregon, so where it rains, snows, and gets all that thing. So I think my intrigue was definitely just a great organization first and foremost. People that are willing to buy in and to these guys, and they really want to grow. And this defense is incredible. You know, like you look from top to bottom, it's just players. And so for me, I just wanted to humbly come in, earn the respect, and join a crew that already did really well last year, for sure.
How frustrating has it been having the injuries in recent seasons, the ACL, the wrist, and how I assume you're all the way back from those. Just talk about working your way back from those.
Yeah, for me, injuries is part of the game. I think Troy Polamalu always tell me it's 100% injury rate, regardless. You know, so for you to go in, you got to understand what comes with it. So every injury that I came along, I think it's just a testament to who I am and to battle through adversity through those moments. And so something that I'm taking in and wear on my sleeve when I go out on the field. So.
What are your first impressions of Vance Joseph's scheme and how well it fits your skill set?
Aggressive. I feel like that's who I am. So. Got to go out there and play just like he asked us to.
How big of a factor was it going from a really good unit with great players around you, Fred Warner and those to going to another good defense versus maybe I imagine you had other opportunities in less heralded defenses?
Well, I'm bringing Dre, so I felt like that helped. Super excited. I think there's guys all across the league that you can play with that are great. But for me, it was just something where I was super excited to bring my family here too. I think that's an aspect that a lot of people almost forget. You think ball, you think you're bringing your group, and so my wife and my kids and my family that gets to come support me at the game. We felt like this was the right spot, and we prayed about this, and it happens.
Talanoa, you know Dre better than anyone in this organization right now. What does he bring to this organization, field and off?
Well, a lot of people don't know. He was my locker mate at 49ers, and he is my locker mate here as well. So something about him that's just a lot of people don't understand is how nice he is as a person, first and foremost. Like, off the field, he is amazing. You won't think that when you watch him play because he is just very aggressive and is violent. And that's something that I love, the way that he can just flip the switch. But somebody that I'm truly blessed to be able to work with every day, for sure.
What's it like to have Troy as a mentor in any way, shape, or form? A couple of things that you spun it off. Yeah, it's a pretty good choice there.
Oh, yeah. Well, being a sponge, you got to absorb as much knowledge around him. So I think the first time I ever encountered with him coming out of high school, we both were from Oregon, both played safety, both went to USC. A guy that I said, what can I do to be a better safety? It was my very first question. I was 17, so please don't be mad. And he said, we got to work on your character first. And that's just a testament to who he is and who raised him and the way he learned throughout his journey in the league. And so for me, my character, I would like to say, is the most important part first, and that's something that he allowed to teach me as well.
Is football character different than character off the field, or is it the same?
I think they overlap in different ways. I think if you're nice off the field, you should be able to turn it on when you get on the field. But they're different, but they correlate in some ways.
We see you play violent and downhill. What is it you love about football?
Ooh. I don't know, I played it since I was young. I think for me it was just something that I naturally fell in love with. I think just watching the greats that played it. I was a big Troy fan. I know we're talking about him, but that was somebody that I really used to watch a lot. And just kind of fell in love with it, playing it, and it just gives me joy when I step on the field and understand that there's a competitiveness to me that I like to play, and guys are making me better every day when I come out here. You make a play, you get beat on a play, you get to learn, you get to grow, and you have to flush it, do it again the next play. You get injured, and you have to fight those 9 months of trying to get back onto the field, doing stuff like that. And for me, it was just something that I gravitate towards. I like to endure stuff that's not easy. So I think
contact play?
Oh, for sure. I think it's free violence, I guess you could say, and you don't get in trouble. So, but I'm very blessed to be able to play this sport. Sure. But try not to. Your teammates. This teammate is different. So, but I just want to go out there and celebrate with the guys. So when we can make plays together, and if I can make a guy help a guy get an interception, that's my goal. I want to be out there to help guys get accolades and help as a team get the biggest accolade of all, and that's being a Super Bowl champion. And so for us, that's our goal. We got to go out there and strive to be that every day.
You have multiple 49ers on this team, from DJ to Clemson, yourself, and Dre. You didn't win the Super Bowl, but certainly the close. What role can you help play this team maybe take kind of that next step? They finally broke the long losing streak, losing seasons, reached the playoffs for the first time. How can you, having been through that, and those group of guys, help take this team to that next step?
Well, that's interesting because it's an interesting question. I think you have to humble yourself each and every year because it's a clean slate regardless if I've been there or not. You know, I've been to a Super Bowl, I've been to NFC championships. That has nothing to do with me being here. I got to come in here and I got to earn the respect from my teammates first and foremost. I got to go out there and show them that I'm willing to work, show them things that I've seen in the playoffs that are different than the regular season, seen in the Super Bowl that are different than regular season. But at the end of the day, we got to go through that journey together. And I think that's something that's going to be exciting, that we have each other's backs and we go out there and compete.
When you hit the market, what separated Denver from everybody else?
I think it's amazing here. I think it has everything you could think of. It has beautiful scenery, then the team itself, the organization, the owners, and great players. You look at a guy that just stood up here before me, Bo. You look at what he's capable of and what he can go do down the field. Like, it's exciting, you know. And no, it's no disrespect to Brock Purdy and what I'm done. I know people will take it the wrong way. I love my guy Brock. I signed with a new team. That's exactly how it is. But you ask that question, and I'm out here with a team that has a bunch of guys that I'm excited to play with.
How much were you aware of what Bo was doing kind of from afar last year, and what's impressed you about him specifically, whether it's on the field, leadership, so far, knowing him now the last couple of months?
Knowing him now, I'll say real quick because I can talk about my past. Just seeing how he works is one thing. I think that's like first in line, first guy that's going to run, that's going to beat a lot of guys in races. Like he's just a guy that wants to work. I think for me, I was injured last year as well. I got to watch a lot of ball. You see a guy that I think started off the year a little shaky, but that's the beauty of it. He bounces back and he shows up each and every week, even when things aren't slotted in his way. And so watching a guy that, like I said, just battled through adversity, something that I admire, watching him do it each and every day, and we could go out there and try to do it again this year.
Two more guys.
In San Fran, you run a lot, but here there's a long line of some, Hall of Fame and great safeties. Were you familiar with that? Obviously, your boss, John Lynch, but Ski Dotwater's out here.
Just met Steve for the first time. Obviously, knowing Dawkins as well. But being around John, that was like something that I learned, and that was something that you go through in free agency. You know, when I signed here, that was the first person that called me and congratulated me, John, and said how excited he was because he played here as well. But there's a long line of history here. My goal is to just, make sure I represent them the right way.
Mark, is it listening?
How does character impact winning or losing?
I think it's everything. It's how you do one thing is how you do everything, right? They say it's the small things, and guys showing up for OTAs, guys showing up in meetings, and doing their best to be part of this organization the right way. So we just want to win. So we got to show it first.